safe space where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Welcome, everybody. Is my internet still okay? Hi, Sammy. Hi, Nugs and Roses. We're having some technical difficulties, but we back now. We're gonna start this poll in the background. Okay, we're gonna keep it simple. We just need to read the room. Okay, so do you believe in energy vampires? Yes or no? How we feeling? If you guys see the poll, please answer the poll so we can see how everybody's feeling. I'm fine. Hi, King Diablo. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Okay, I see 4 yeses. Who's here? Hi, E-Baby. Hi, Lewis. Welcome, welcome, guys. If you're just joining, this is Truth or Theory. Where that one no? Where's the one no, huh? Hi. There's always that one no in the crowd. Who in here does not believe in energy vampires or in anything of that sort? Hi, welcome. See 5 yeses, okay. Oh, we got the one no. I feel like we coerced them into saying no. Resident Evil, I love that, but please take time to answer the poll. Yes, answer the poll, everybody. Do you believe in energy vampires? Mia, who said no? Right. Do you believe in energy vampires? Let's see how this is going to go. Okay, guys, once again, welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything, but in a fun and curious way. So tonight, we are exposing energy vampires, the energy vampires in our life, and discovering ways to protect our peace. So stay tuned while we ask our guests 4 different questions regarding tonight's topic. And of course, we will play a game later in the stream. Also, tonight's top 3 gifters will get a special shout out on Instagram. So yeah, so thank you everybody that answered the poll. I believe it ended with 7 yeses, 1 no. My guest, you can start at request in the box. Welcome everybody. So I do want to take a moment to discuss a few rules.
Hi.
Hi, if you are in here, right. If you are in here and you didn't answer the poll, you could just write yes or no on whether you believe energy vampires exist. Do we believe in energy vampires? Yes or no? Okay, guys, welcome, welcome everybody. So really quick, there is absolutely no trolling. Anyone in red will be happy to kick you. If you're in here being rude, you know, that's no space for that here. No cussing, especially for my guests. And also favorite anyone in here, not just me, favorite anyone that's in here that you feel like, you know, you resonate with and y'all might be able to catch a vibe. And lastly, just try to keep an open mind, enjoy the conversation and enjoy the game. And thank you for being present here tonight. So thank you everybody who answered the poll. Welcome everybody once again. Okay, so the first question, we're going to jump into it. The first question is, how would you personally define an energy vampire? And we're going to start with Smooth, and then Mia, and then Emoji J.
You got this, girl.
Or would you like to go opposite? Smooth looks like, what is
I'm
happening?
okay
You know
with
what?
that.
How
I'm
did I
okay
can
with
go
that.
first?
Smooth, smooth, smooth.
No, I don't want to go first.
Okay. Does
Mia,
anyone
it's
want
all
to go
you.
first?
Go for it, Mia.
Mia's
Okay, we're
favorite.
voluntelling me a star. I just got back, but we'll do it. Okay. Okay. What's my
Shout out to
definition?
Mia.
Actually, I've been thinking about this and I've had a definition of energy vampires, but then I started thinking about vampires and I was like, vampires know when they're sucking your blood and they know that they need your blood to sustain themselves. And when I think of energy vampires, I think of people that don't know what they're doing,
Hmm.
but they're doing it. They're just sucking all the energy out. They're taking up all the space. When they're in the room, all the oxygen leaves the room. And they're people who, after you hang out with them or have a conversation with them, you're like, why am I so exhausted?
Hmm.
Or like when you see their name pop up on your phone, you're like, oh, because you already
Yep.
know your life force is about to be sucked from your body. I don't know if that's a good definition, but that's what I have to say.
That's
We
your
love it.
personal, and I love that.
Next.
We
That's
love
an
it. Shout out
excellent.
to Mia
That's
going first.
that's an that's an excellent definition. You want to go
Okay.
next, Smooth, or do you want me to go?
I can go. I can go. Thank you,
All
Mia, for
right.
getting me started. Sorry, I was chewing. I was getting my life.
It was like,
I think energy vampirism is actually I don't think it's like all one thing. I think that what something me and one of my godfathers realized were people who identify as empaths also have the capacity to energy vamp. And it's not always negative. Sometimes someone like, let's say Mia's like, oh, I'm not having the best day. It's easy to come up to me and have a conversation. My energy will just bleed onto you and then you'll feel a lot better. And
Hmm.
it's a sort of vamping, but it's not intentional to cause harm, right? But then there are people that are possessed by other entities, and you have this soul sucking experience where you have this deep
Hmm.
migraine, and it's almost like you're dehydrated, but you want to fall on the floor and you don't know what the frick is going on. So I think it can also be a side effect of something, not just like you're an energy vamp, but maybe it could be like you're taken over by something, or it could
Hmm.
also be like, yeah, I'm gonna stop there. That's enough. Yep, we're gonna
No,
stop right there.
no, I definitely feel that.
Thank y'all
Uh,
for letting me take my time to get my life.
No, yes. Thank you for being here. Okay, what about you, Emoji Day?
So
What would
I
you
believe that
personally?
there is such thing as someone who can drain what Mia said, drain the energy out of somebody. I don't think there's such thing as an energy vampire. I think it's just a general classification of what somebody does when they drain your energy. They emotionally drain you, right? So they can just, you're happy one day or something, and somebody comes along and they just make you feel down and depressed, or you know what I mean, sad or something. And like Mia said, you look at your phone and that person's there and you're just, oh man, I have to deal with them today. That's the true definition of it. I don't believe that energy vampires, eh, it's conspiracy, right?
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I do believe it exists in a sense of reality where that one can drain you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely feel like so. Quick fun facts. Okay, thank you all for sharing. The idea of an energy vampire. It's actually been around long before social media. Psychologists in the 1980s and 90s started using the term to describe people who leave others mentally and emotionally exhausted by constantly demanding attention, sympathy, or validation. Um, it basically was about how one person's patterns could drain the entire room. I love how Smooth also added, the reverse. I think everything does come down to duality. So how you could put out that in like a negative format, I think you could also put it out in a positive form, right? Where I would look at that as, instead of like draining, it's more inspirational. Like, okay, I can help your energy raise, but I still do believe in the term of energy vampire. But once again, welcome to Truth or Theory. If you did just join, this is a safe space where we think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and curious way. Please fave all my guests that are here tonight, Emoji J, Mia, Star, Smoothest Taco. And let us know if you'd like to be a guest on the show. Um, tonight's topic is energy vampires. But here's the twist. Like Smooth was saying, it's not it's not always the obvious complainers or negative people who drain us. Sometimes it's someone who just constantly needs reassurance, who talks a million miles a minute, and someone who just dominates the space with their intensity. They don't realize it, but just being around them can leave you feeling like you've run a marathon you never signed up for. So it actually leads right into the next question. Uh, do you think energy vampires are always intentional, or someone can drain energy without realizing it? And I think we kind of have already answered that within the first one. And just based off of that, I'm going to say, Smooth, you feeling like you want to go first?
I do, because I
Okay.
appreciate me going first that first time. So I'm going to take one for the team. I think it's both. I think it could be intentional and unintentional. Me personally, because I know how my energy is set up. There are times I'll be talking to people and I'll say, hey, is this draining you? Is this too much? Do I need to go?
Beautiful.
Because I'm aware of sometimes when my energy was low and I'm talking to them and my energy is getting higher. So then I'm like, am I taking this from you, or am I building off of the information we're exchanging? And most people love me, so they're just like, no, it's fine. But I listen to make sure that they're not saying they're tired, or that they're like sounding like they're getting exhausted in some kind of way. Like if there's an indicator of that, then I'll get out real quick and be like, listen, I love you, gotta go. And I'll send them like a whole bunch of funny stuff and go on about my business, because I believe in, clean energy. But,
I love that.
I think it's both of them.
Both Okay, what about you, Emoji J?
Yeah, so a person can be a energy vampire, quote unquote. You can't see my quotes because of the filter. But yeah, so somebody could walk into a room, you can just, instantly feel their aura or their presence, and they can just basically make you feel some sort of way. I think that's also partly the true definition of what a energy vampire is. Like somebody, like you can totally tell if somebody's happy, when they walk into a room without even talking to them for the most part, right? So a lot of people can tell the difference between that. But if somebody is, always negative, or someone who's a narcissist, you can usually tell that right away. I mean, I can, anyways. I don't know about everybody else, but I can generally tell that. Especially even on the app too, right? So you go into a live, you can tell how somebody is on the
Okay,
app.
Emoji J, you went
I'm just
there.
saying, you can tell how somebody is on the app, right? You can
Really?
generally get
I
you can
beg
get.
to differ.
Did
I've
y'all
been
notice?
like,
Did y'all
I
notice the blood come out when he said that? Like right after he hit that, the blood came out. Okay, carry on. I just wanted to share that one little thing. Okay. I thought that was cute. It's
oh my
when
goodness.
go ahead,
For me,
Rose.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, sometimes it's like blatantly obvious, but then some people are so good at masking that it really is hard to really
That
tell
is
what
also
people
true.
are going through. But I did just kind of have like epiphany, and like it makes it smooth, like on a whole other level, how you were saying, an energy vampire can be someone who sucks all the good out the room, but it can also be someone who sucks all the bad out the room and completely replaces that energy. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
We call
Mia.
those transmuters. We call those energy transmuters.
Ooh, energy
Or I
transmuter.
saw in the comments, energy gardener.
Ooh, I like that.
What was the question? Oh,
Okay.
they're intentional.
Okay, yeah.
In my experience, anyone who I have referred to as an energy vampire, I experience them as not intentionally doing that. I experience them as unaware that they were doing that. But they have taught me how to set boundaries. So as y'all were talking, my mind was kind of even going in a different direction of like, when we don't set boundaries, when we don't set adequate boundaries that people can follow, we are also kind of being energy vampires in that way,
Mm.
And it's such an interesting thing. It can kind of go both ways, like when we're being codependent and people pleasing. That is a form of energy vamping. I think, you know, because you're not creating a space that fills the room with energy. You're creating a space where energy can be taken. So I think in my experience though, for the most part, it is not intentional, but maybe that's also me being naive a little bit, because I do tend to get shocked when people behave in a way that's intentionally malicious and taking, but they do exist. But you know, I'm okay with being naive in that way. I'm an optimist and I like to see the good in people in all situations. And if it means that I have to feel betrayed and shocked a few times, that's okay, because I'd rather be that than pessimistic.
That's me. Like I literally be like, oh no, I'd be so dumbfounded when someone does something malicious, because I'd be like, what? That don't even make sense. I thought you were such a good person. Like okay. Yeah.
No. I want you to keep going. I just wanted to share that I was a contrast, but keep going.
Oh, we need that duality.
Like they still make people like you. Like I thought that was just in the movies.
So I'm a contrast because I'll deal with it and I'll know it's happening. But the moment that you show me you just came here to harvest, I cut off communication, and they don't like that. And so they find ways to try to reach out. They find ways to kind of like keep my energy around. Maybe they're talking about me with people. I don't know. But I'm always like, please be careful, because I'm not the one or the two. So if we're done, let that be done, because I promise I'm not talking about you. So I'm telling you, leave me alone. It's not smart.
That's why I go back to it being, you know, people on the app, because I know a lot of people that try to do that. I mean, there's been a couple of times where a person that I've seen in, you know, that's in a battle, for instance, and I'm in a live and I'm just like, not him, right? Or not her. Like I have to deal with that. I don't want to even be in your live because of it. You know what I mean? So that's why I use that as an example for the app.
Okay. So I just realized something, guys. The comments on my phone is broken. And I haven't seen no comments since we had like 43 views, because my phone is stuck on it. I opened it up on my laptop and I see all these comments. So I'm not ignoring the comments, guys. I just can't see them. But now that I can see them, I appreciate you guys for tuning in the chat, because I was like, where's everybody at? No one's in the chat.
There's some really great comments.
Yeah.
Great job, y'all.
So please, everyone in the box, if you do see a comment and you feel like it's fitting to share that, please do, because I'm not going to really be able to call them out.
Absolutely.
Okay? But I do want to share this fun fact that kind of, it goes right into question. It plays off of question 2. So fun fact is research shows about 70% of draining behavior is actually unconscious. So like you said, Mia, the majority of the people that are doing the negative energy draining is doing it unconsciously. Most people don't even realize that they're exhausting others, right? They think that they're just venting or sharing or just being honest. But some psychologists call this emotional blind spots. So Emoji J, how you said you don't believe in the term energy vampires, it would be called emotional blind spots. The kind of behaviors that push people away without you meaning to. Whew. So this brings up a good point. Sometimes it's not obvious if something is draining or if it's just human. So let's make it a little fun. We're gonna play this game. It's called Drain or Gain. I'll read out different situations and you will let me know if it drains your energy or if it gives you an energy gain, okay? So just put drain or gain. We'll do it in the comments. I like to do it in the comments, but how is this going to work? Okay. I come on.
Bearded is so funny.
Hey, Rose, before you go into it, can you just do one more reset of the live? Someone just asked what the name of the show is, so just.
Oh, okay, yes. Welcome to Truth or Theory. For those of you that are just joining, thank you for being here. This is a safe space where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Please favor our guests. and anyone in the stream that you're vibing with. And also let me know if you would like to be a guest on the show. And we will add you. Add me on Instagram and we'll add you to our group chat. You can help us pick topics, get the inside scoop on everything, and also let me know what topics you want to be a guest on. So it's a pretty dope community. And now we're going to go into our drain or gain game. Tonight's topic is energy vampires.
No, you're gonna have to reset or come back in.
Oh, smooth.
Yeah, I can hear her, but she dropped out.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because you're on a PC. I'm not on a PC. I don't have my PC superpowers tonight.
Smooth.
I thought there was something different.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start the game. Smooth, I'm waiting to see you. Okay, so the first scenario, you're gonna let me know if it drains your energy or if it gives you an energy gain. Someone is talking over you every time you try to get a word in. Does that give you an energy drain or does it give you an energy gain?
Drain.
How we feeling? That drains our energy. You're requesting? Ooh, I see you. It just didn't pop up on my screen.
So someone's been reporting
drain for sure. Okay, I see all the answers. Oh no, Smooth's not on my phone, but I see you on my laptop. This is so ghetto. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the next scenario, your friend is sending you a random cash out just to cover lunch because they appreciate you. Is that an energy drain or is that an energy gain? That's like a friend for life. What do you mean? That's a sister.
Feel free to cash at me, y'all.
Brother.
See, that can be both though, right? Technically, that could be both.
Oh, how could it be both? I want to hear more.
No, just because out of appreciation. They're covering your lunch.
Well, so you might have that thought in the back of your head that like, hey, does that person want it back, or is there some sort of incentive for them to do it? You never know. Like you could, it's a gain.
On your receiving muscles because.
But then at that point, I was gonna say because at that point that would be your control to choose to think that way.
I have to restart this stream because I can't hear.
Oh, you can't see.
Uh-oh.
Y'all hear us in the comments?
I can't. No, I can't hear or see Smooth.
Oh, Smooth.
She can't hear you, Smooth.
Smooth, can you try talking?
We can hear
I'm talking
her.
Should I restart?
I don't know. This app has been kicking me
just
out.
restart. Well, I mean, we got plenty of time. Restart.
Okay, let's restart, and we'll come back to the game.
Okay, thank you.
We're back. Okay. Okay, I see comments. I see faces, and now the biggest test of them all. Can I see?
Yeah, no,
We're back. Okay.
Mia, you're still loading.
Oh no, yeah, Mia's loading.
So one of my energy vampires came in, and ironically, all of a sudden, what the app's been doing for the whole week has been logging me out and logging me back in. All of a sudden, that's happening. I just think it's interesting.
We back like we never left. Request a box, Mia. Okay, so next one. Okay, let's just
There we go.
Do it the right way. Okay, we're back. So welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything, but in a fun and curious way. So let us know if you do want to be a part of the community. Fave all of the guests in the box. Tonight we're talking about energy vampires. Thank you. Now back to our drain or gain game. I'm reading the scenarios and you type in the chat whether it's something that drains your energy or if it makes you gain energy. So the next scenario is a stranger lets you merge in traffic when no one else would. Is that a gain or a drain?
Can you repeat that, please?
A stranger lets you merge in traffic when no one else would.
Yeah, that's a gain.
Definitely. Okay, so your partner randomly fills up your gas tank without even
Gain.
telling you. Is that it? How we feeling? Ooh!
Yeah.
You trying to make something
Love
special
that.
happen. Okay, so someone who constantly corrects how you say things mid-sentence. How do you feel about that?
Drain.
How we feel about that?
I consider that a game because I want to say it right anyway. Have y'all heard me say spanakopita?
Both
I
of them.
still don't say it
Wait,
right.
what? Both of them.
What? Yeah, what?
The duality, right?
So
I feel the same actually.
we need more
Don't
specificity
let
on
me-
constantly, because it's like
We do.
I can't even get a sentence out and you're correcting everything. That would be a drain. But
Yeah.
but I don't mind being corrected. I don't mind.
It's the boundary. How we said earlier, Mia, it's about us setting those boundaries. Now, if I love correction, right? But let me get out what I need to say, and then just correct me afterwards. Like, okay, I hear you, but you should have said it like this, or correct me afterwards. Otherwise, it could turn into a more elevated situation, and we don't need to be. What was it called? What did we say? Activated. I don't need to be activated. Okay, so what about a friend who always brings you food when you're not feeling well?
Game.
Does that
That's a
gain
game.
your energy, or does that
It's
mean
always a gain.
Yeah,
food?
that's a
Yes,
positive
food.
thing.
You had me at food.
Okay, what about a teacher, a boss, or a mentor who pushes you harder than you want, but you end up growing from it?
Gain.
Gain.
Both of
That's
them.
both.
It's both of them.
Y'all heard that,
That's
lady?
valid.
Crack Diablo with some food. You saw that in the comments. I didn't say
I'm
it.
still on food. Okay, guys, that was fun. We'll finish the rest of that later. But I think it showed how different people can see the same situation. Some things we all agree on, but then others are not so clear. So that made me want to ask my guests, have you ever dealt with an energy vampire in your own life? And what was that experience kind of like? So we'll take about a minute or two for each guest. If you want to kind of explain a situation, even in the chat, you guys, let us know about your energy vampire moments. Put them on blast right now.
Name names.
Who
name
would
names,
like to
name
start?
Names.
I can start.
Names.
I know, right? I can start, but I'm not going to name names.
No
I'm
naming names. No.
kidding,
We're
we're
not
kidding.
naming names.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Mine was
Okay,
just
let's
here.
let Smooth start.
Okay.
Mine was just here. And what got to me was like everybody knew what was happening. There's a lot of energy from my end being exchanged for all their venting and all their stories and all their stuff. And then out of nowhere, they just disappear. And then somehow I'm public enemy number one. And then they come back like weeks later, like, hi, bestie. Like, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't I just help you through XYZ 1, 2, 3, do re mi ABC, and then you treated me like shit, and now we cool? Okay, we're not. Back away, and they just keep popping up, and I'm like, why do you keep popping up? Like it's over. Whatever that was is over. You get nothing else. I bid you dust. But they always find ways to pop up. So that one, quite in particular, I haven't figured out how to squash that bug.
You don't have an energy vampire. You have an energy herpes.
Oh,
I'm dead.
Oh my
popping
gosh.
back up. Oh my God.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
no filter. Oh my goodness.
So I'm
That-
having a outbreak right
That's
now.
valid. But honestly, I think that does come down to boundaries. We don't need to get all the way into the discussion right now, but I think that does come down to us and what we allow to reoccur, right?
Mhm.
Definitely. What
Wait,
about?
have we done boundaries as a topic before? That's like,
I think we should do that.
yeah.
I'm gonna add it to the topic.
So if I'm consistently telling this individual or making it clear to this individual, there's nothing to be gathered here, how am I not setting the boundary when they're not even getting entertained?
Block them. Oh no, you don't. I'm not saying you're entertaining them. I'm saying, but to constantly allow them back if they
I
keep
don't
doing
allow
it.
them back. This is a public platform. It's like being in Walmart and they see you. I'm just ducking behind the aisles trying to get
Yeah,
out.
basically what Kier said. How are they still reaching you? I
They
blocked.
came into
So
your
even
stream.
if you
They
Oh,
block
my
came
someone,
stream. You're saying it
Jessica,
just happened. Oh,
before I glitched out, they were in here.
that's
Exactly.
why you
So
said what
that's
you
what I'm
said.
saying. They keep popping up. And I'll be like,
so even if you
leave
have
me
somebody
alone. Like,
blocked,
I don't go to the same places. They have no communication with me. Like, why are you still here? And then when they
so
address me, I'm like, why are you here? What are you
It's
talking
like
to me
a,
for?
it's like a,
Like she said, like a herpes. But I'm like,
so
I'm
even
doing everything I can to get rid of it.
oh
The
my
only thing I didn't
goodness.
do was shoot it. Like, I don't understand.
They no longer exist to you. Yeah, that's how I get.
the
Okay,
problem with
so
this app is even if you have a person blocked, they can still go into another live that and you can
mhm.
still see them.
Thank
Makes
Also,
sense.
with the iPhone feature, if someone's in the box, they know when you're live because it shows you as being live on like trending and for you. That's also a new feature. I quoting again, feature, not really a feature, because I think it's kind of stalking. Um, but yeah, that's also the reason why they probably are in here because they see you live and they're on iPhone.
Okay, well, forget
It's all
about
good.
that. All I
You
know
said
is
Kira's
that
one.
they
I thought it
won't
was funny.
approach you in no negative manner while they're in my stream. So back to the topic at hand. Question 3. Have you ever dealt with an energy vampire in your own life? And what was that experience like? Emoji J, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll
Several
keep it
times,
protected.
even on the app, right? So as I went back to before, like I've had, as I said, we're in a battle or some my friend is battling someone, all of a sudden they pop up, and it's just you can feel the energy from that battle from that person. You're just like, I can't believe I'm dealing with this. I thought I got rid of you. Here you are. You know what I mean? That's a drain. You can't, it may be unintentional, but you can still feel that energy, right? I still feel that energy from that person. That happens all the time, especially on this app.
Sometimes it's perception. That's that's a big one right there. That's deep. I don't think we're ready to talk about that. Okay. Nah, but definitely. I think the app, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think a lot of us can say that there's the energy vampires on the app, right? But I think that does come down to perception because I wouldn't allow anyone to drain my energy on this app. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you're not gonna get that much control through a device over me and my emotions, right? I don't know what to call it. I have to do more research, but I really am a transmuter, like you said, Smooth. Like, I'm so strong in my energy that you're not gonna manipulate my energy. So I can talk about pretty much anything with anybody, but if it gets to a point where I feel like, okay, this is draining my energy, okay, topic switch, like topic switch, period. Bonus, the Vampire Slayer. Ooh! Okay, new name change. I hear it. I feel it. Okay, hi Roadrunner. Okay, so Mia, the question was, okay, have you ever dealt with an energy vampire in your own life? Do you want to expose any energy vampires, physical, material, right? Because it's not just people that drains our energy. So we could talk about it, y'all. Anything, we dub thee.
I would say one way I could answer this question is from a victim perspective, saying like, oh yeah, these people, those people. But I will choose the responsibility perspective and say I have been my biggest energy vampire by not setting boundaries, by not loving myself enough or treating myself well enough to automatically cast out energetically that which does not match my frequency.
That's
And
so
so,
true.
like, you know what I mean? I always come back to myself, like, what boundary have I not set? what spell have I not cast? What protection have I not put up? And I also believe we're all connected and we're all mirrors of each other. And so if I spot it, I got it. So I plead guilty to being my biggest energy vampire historically. However, moving forward, as I continue to work on myself and my frequency, I commit to only attracting that which is mutually beneficial and feeds me. If it's not giving you happiness, then it's not for you.
Right. Okay. Because I feel like it turned into an open mic night.
I have a question.
I love that. Yeah.
I have a question. So I come from the perspective that there have been times my energy has not been high, but I've been poured into by strangers. They didn't have to. There was nothing about me that made them have to come up to me and say, here, let me give you some energy, and they've done it. So because that's my understanding, if someone approaches me and they need a little energy, they need a little perspective, they need a little bit of what I got, I'm going to share it. The moment that I stop sharing is when there's disrespect. The moment I feel disrespected, it doesn't matter if you don't see it as disrespect, it's not. The moment I feel disrespected, just like them witches in Disney, you are out of here, buddy. It's over.
Yeah, that part.
But I have seen several times where I've taken my time. Maybe the person didn't respect it at the time, but they've come back and they're like, yo, thank you for that hour. Thank you for that day. Thank you for that week. Thank you for checking up on me. And that's why I continue to transactionally send the energy out. Because I mean, I get poured into every day. Okay. It's not just like I'll pull up to a gas pump like, dang, I got $10. And somebody will just be like, I gave you a full tank, baby. So to me, energy is free flowing at all times. So if I see you need a little something, all right, no problem. Just don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me.
I love that. Yes, thank you for sharing that. Fun facts. You know, I love my fun facts. Something wild. One draining person can drag down an entire group by nearly 30%. It might be even more now. This was like back in 2021. And it doesn't take long. Studies show that after just 10 minutes with someone who's always negative, your brain starts to mirror their stress. Like you were saying, Mia, you know, if you spot it, you got it. I'm a big believer of that, right? So that might be why I come from the perspective of seeing good in everybody, right? Like I don't see it until it's like blatantly in my face. And it might be that I'm just in my own bubble, focused on what I'm focused on. Like 99% of the world, you know, but like, yeah, no. So once we recognize it, basically the next step is to protect ourselves. We've been talking about energy vampires all night. Actually, welcome to Truth or Theory. If you have just tuned in, this is a safe space. Here we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. If you would like to be a guest on this show, let me know. Add me on Instagram, and I'll add you to the group chat. Make sure you do fave everyone that is here. Fave my lovely admin of the night, Jelly Bean Queen. Thank you guys for being here. So tonight's topic is energy vampires. We're getting into question 4, and then we'll finish our game. So question 4 is, what strategies or practices have you found helpful in protecting your energy? You guys, let us know in the comments. Terrence, I see you. Let us know what you do to personally protect yourself from these negative energy forces, right? You know, sometimes it's unintentional negatives. I'll say, for me, I treat my mind like a garden, right? I treat my life like a garden. It's going to always be weeds. It's going to always be bad things happening that's outside of my control. I can't control someone else's energy. What I can control is what I allow to stick by me being like reactive or even entertaining. I can definitely choose what I want to entertain, right? And for me, I'm big at taking seasons. How I protect my peace is I definitely will take seasons. If this is my season of being on camera, then we on camera. If I feel like this isn't the season to be on camera, then I'm off camera. If I feel like I need to be, you know, in contact with someone this season and it's being mutually beneficial, then this is the season. But if it's nothing beneficial going on that's going to escalate us to that next level, then it's really no reason for us to just be in contact, because I don't want to be the person that you just come to vent to. Because the energy I'm putting out is, hey, let's figure out plans. Let's try to grow. Let's talk about our goals and dreams. And honestly, if you're not on that level for me, then it's not the season for us. You know, so for me, I'm big on seasons. I give everything in my life seasons. And I feel like that does good at balancing out the good and bad of what's for me this season and what's not for me this season. Sometimes in the seasons, I might be on a different level, you know, like, and then in the next season, it's like a calmer rose, but it just depends on the seasons for me. So would anyone like to answer that question first with the, what strategies or practices have you found helpful in protecting your own energy?
I'm just gonna say somebody in the comments says you need to look out for red flags. Sometimes though with that you can't, you don't know what the flags are, right? Because you don't know that they're even intentionally doing it. So there's really no way to know what the red flags are. One thing is if I'm in a situation where say somebody's in the box or whatever, I'm just using the app as an example, or even in real life, if somebody's around you, just walk away from the situation, right? If you feel the negativity, the best thing to do is just leave. I mean, I don't really know how else to do it. I mean, if they're even if you ask them to talk about something, they're going to try to put, you know, bring you down in that situation. You really have no choice but to leave. So I would say getting away from the situation as fast as you can.
Definitely separation. Separation goes a long way. Okay. But also, I think it comes down to knowing yourself. To answer your question, Mia said it earlier, like, it's hard for us to know our triggers if we don't really know ourselves. Like, but that comes with growing and learning, right? The things that I've, some, you just have to experience life to really like consciously experience it. Like, as you go through daily life and you are like, it's not just 5 or 6 emotions. Like, we have so many emotions. As you go through emotions, you have to pay attention to your body. Like, how does this person make you feel when they're talking to you, right? Like, how does this person make you feel? Your body knows. Your body knows before anything. And I'm learning to trust my body, you know. um, the potential red flags, though, that's a good one. So I think red flags for everybody would differentiate. It depends on, you know, what your personal triggers are. You have to take time to study yourself, right? Like, we're the greatest journey we're going to ever take is like learning ourselves, learning our mind, learning our triggers, learning our glimmers, right? We have triggers. We have those things of where it makes us feel angry or anxious or negative, but you also have those glimmers, opposite, duality. You have those things that make you feel excited and just full of life and like anything is possible, you know? So like, I'm chasing glimmers. And when I'm chasing glimmers, like, I know what my triggers are, but I'm not focusing on them. Like, I went through the conscious efforts, and I might get a different set of triggers next week or the next month, but I'm gonna be willing to experience it and go and just know how to grow from it, right? So I think it comes down to knowing yourself, and you'll know what your red flags are. Mia or Smooth? Thank you.
I could go. By the way, I don't know who Terrence is. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. Terrence is dropping gems in the comments, so shout out to you. I can't really acknowledge them all right now, but I want to answer this question two ways. The first way is the deep inner work way. Like, the best way, from, like, in my opinion, to protect yourself from energy vampires or what have you, is to work on yourself. And, like, I don't know, read a book, go see a therapist, do some somatic healing. I don't know what you need to do, but like, work on yourself. Because the reason, in my experience, the reason why energy vampires even get in and infiltrate your energy is because of that lack of boundaries. And lack of boundaries often means lack of self-love, lack of self-respect. And I'm talking about the deep unconscious level. That was written in your emotional relational blueprint from the time you were 5 years old, when your mom said no to something and it made you feel like you don't deserve better, like this, like I'm talking about the deep stuff, and because usually when I talk about self-love, people are like, no, I love myself, and it's like, do you? If you do, then why you keep going back to what's his face over and over again, who drains your energy? And anyway, so that's like, you do the deep inner work, the shadow work, all that stuff.
Perspective.
Come to this show because we talk about that kind of stuff. And then I would like to leave y'all with one of my favorite easy to do spells, because sometimes you just don't know. And someone will just come to you and with all this energy, and you're like, oh, it's all like getting all over me. Where do I go? I'm an empath. I'm absorbing it. All you gotta do is imagine a rose quartz crystal rose in between you and that person, and watch the energy go into the rose instead of you.
Oh, I like that. I like that tip.
I have more, but that I'll just leave y'all. A protection spell, a very simple protection spell for baby witches and wizards.
I love that. Okay, what about you, Smooth? I'm gonna say the question again. What strategies or practices have you found helpful in protecting your own energy?
I cleanse my energy a lot because in what I do, people come to me in their rawest form. There are times I've engaged with entities that I was not quite ready to engage with. I found that having a strong prayer life and cleansing quite often, daily, sometimes multiple times a day, has really been helping me with dealing with people who are not quite at the frequency I am. But like I said, my experience has been what I'm doing is supporting the collective. So even if I want to get out, it's like a nurse saying, I'm not going to help anybody. I don't care if they're having a heart attack on the street. Like, but you kind of wrote an oath. You kind of, I mean, they're having a heart attack. Just step in this one time. We ain't saying take them to the ambulance. Just don't let them go. That's all I'm saying.
The topic tonight is energy vampires. Thank you for being here. This is Truth or Theory. I think you're onto something, Smooth. Okay, did everybody answer that question? Did Emoji J answer that question? We all answered number 4. Awesome.
Well, what was number 4 again?
Yourself.
Yeah, I don't think Emoji J answered. So, what strategies or practices have you found helpful in protecting your own energy?
Oh yeah, I did. I said walk away from the situation.
Okay, yeah. That was how much maybe. Okay, so once again, welcome everybody. Welcome. This is Truth or Theory. It's a safe space where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight's topic has been energy vampires. We did cover quite a bit too. We talked about energy. We talked about what energy vampires are, how to spot them, how to protect ourselves by setting boundaries and creating those little mental shields, like the mental bubbles, right? Put yourself in your own little, you got to visualize more. If it's happening, I love that. I'm going to try that. I'm going to visualize a little rose quartz. And that rose quartz, I actually keep a rose quartz nearby too. That rose quartz is going to collect all that energy. Okay, so tonight's top 3 gifters will get a special shout out on Instagram. We are going to, before we close out, we're going to jump back into our drain or game, and we're going to finish it strong. So I'm going to tell you the scenarios, and you type whether it's a drain, if it drains your energy, or if it gives you an energy gain. So the first one is someone constantly texting you what you doing, but it's no real conversation after. It's just like a what you doing? What you doing?
Drain.
What you doing?
Are they cute? I'm just kidding.
What you doing? Unless it's like 3 a.m.
Am I attracted to this?
Block, report, delete. Okay, what about, okay, so a stranger in the grocery store letting you go ahead of them in line because you only have one item. And they got like 2 cartfuls. Definitely a game. Okay, So what about that friend who always wants to borrow a ride but never offers gas money? Anybody got one of those? It's been a
No.
while since I've even allowed one of those in my life. I'm gonna be honest. Got rid of all of them, right? Here, thank you. We're
Definitely.
not
They're
there.
all
Disney.
taking Uber and Lyft
Thank you.
now.
No, that's not a friend. That's a leech, right? I was like, I
They
don't
are
even
all
remember
taking
the
Uber
last
and
time.
Lyft. We don't know nothing about none of that.
People have been all our own. Okay. Okay, so someone's giving you the silent treatment instead of saying what's wrong. Is that a drain or a gain? Does that drain your energy or does it give you an energy gain?
It depends who it
It's
is.
a drain.
It is.
I
It
don't
is.
feel I don't feel anything either way. You can say it or not say it, but it's not affecting me.
Wait, what was the question again? Oh, it was this number, that one. Someone gives you the silent treatment instead of saying what's wrong. Does that drain your energy or does that give you energy gain? Both. I don't want to talk about it anyways.
Yeah, I'm not gonna engage.
For the
So I'm
sake
not
of the
gonna
question,
Oh my
for the,
goodness. It
for the
depends.
sake of the question, for the sake of the question, it's gonna. I think it's a drain.
I like what King Diablo said. Don't threaten me with a good time. King Diablo said gain because if they resort to that, I'm happy they are gone. Thank you, because clear communication is thorough around here. Like, we love communicating and we love being able to comprehend what's happening. And I feel like if you shut down, you're either not comprehensive or you're just not able to communicate. So I don't need you in my life, you know? Like, it's okay. If I don't like the person, I won't give a shit. Yeah, you're right about that. Okay, so what about that person that always reminds you about your past mistakes? How do we feel about that? Does that drain our energy?
Who's that?
No, I'm
Sorry, I'm submitted to Netflix.
Who's that? Annoying. Yeah. I mean, and then they're like, I'm just trying to.
I don't know none of them.
I don't know none of
Because
that.
I don't know
I
none of
have a lot of mistakes.
They gotta go.
No, I don't have a lot of people from my past. I don't know
I don't
them.
make mistakes, so I can't relate.
I don't make mistakes, so I can't relate. That's so funny. Okay, what about your partner taking over a chore that you hate doing?
That's a gain.
A partner taking over a chore that you
Honestly,
hate
if I'm
doing.
being real, that's
Because I do not like cleaning the toilets. So if you just
that's
don't like
neutral.
it,
Business as usual.
Unless they're gonna put you in the guilt trip over it, you know what I mean? Later on, they'd be like, "Hey,
she
remember
earned
that
herself a
chore
whole
that I did?"
Cure. I love that. Okay, the friend who shows up late every single time you make plans.
Oh, drain.
Drain.
Out of here.
I
You're
have
not
a
my
friend,
No.
and I love her. I'm gonna be honest. We got tattooed. Like, I still love her, and I love her kids too. But guys, like, one of my supposed best friends, like, we've been through a lot together in life, but she is one of those, and I think it comes with seasons, right? Sometimes we be having we want to be intentional and try to be social, but sometimes it's other things like mental health that's really probably blocking, right? Because who really would agree?
I'm
We
always
let them
that
be
late
late and we don't
friend. I
judge.
hate
Thank
it.
you.
Y'all,
That's why
I
I'm saying, like, I
apologize.
got a best
But
friend like that.
not only am I
And
that
she's
late
always
friend,
like,
but not only am I that late friend, I always have a bottle and some other turnip. We're always good when I show
so
up.
you
It's a
come with,
party.
she
I always
comes
come with
bearing
party
gifts.
favors. I just
I'm
be a
gonna
little
start
late
being late
sometimes.
too.
But I will tell you.
I don't know why
I
they just
will
took
tell
me
you.
out.
Like, I was literally telling somebody, I was like, yo, I'm on this show. Let me make sure I'm there on time, because she's always on time for my stuff. So let me make sure I'm on time.
That was so funny.
But good luck,
I didn't
y'all.
give it a heads up that they're gonna be late.
I am not. Yeah, I do. I give the heads up. I give them time. I just be like, do you not want me to come? Like, what's up? I just want you to be clear. I'm running behind. I'm not intentional with running on time, running off time, but I don't know what time is. I don't understand that concept. I'm not an earthling. I don't get it. I just be here. I'm doing what I got to do. I apologize. Time don't work for me, but
I love
I
that.
do my best for you.
Yeah, I love that. You know where my heart is. you know?
Yeah, like, and so if it's too much for me being late, whatever, I'll let you know before I leave the house. Like, baby, look, if GPS said I'm gonna be 30 minutes behind, but I'm a bush. I'm a
I
bum
will
rush
be
to the
there.
traffic.
Shut up, wait,
Let
just
me
studio
show
what
up.
up. I got upset because I'm pampered. Then he got upset. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, right. I mean, because party favors can't just correct time. But wait. If you're paying for the time and he's late, the time doesn't start until he get there, right? Right?
X.
No.
Oh,
See, yeah, I would have got mad too. That's valid. Okay, guys, that is a wrap for tonight's Drain or Gain. And that's a wrap for tonight's Truth or Theories. But before we do the outro, I do want to give my guests a moment to introduce themselves. And we will start with Inky Binky Bunky. Daddy had a donkey. Donkey died. Daddy had.
I'll just go first. It's okay. I'll just go
It's
first.
Emoji J.
Okay. Go ahead.
Binky Binky Bonky Daddy had a donkey?
I was listening.
Game. That was a game.
Okay, Emoji J. Tell us a little bit about yourself and plug anything you would like.
Yeah, I admin a bunch of shows, obviously, this one included. I have an auction tomorrow at 7:30. 7:30 Eastern. It's Garden Girlie's auction, who's also getting her top edge tomorrow as well. So go to the rundown if you can. That's about it. Got a bunch of shows. Just message me if you want to be on some shows, and we'll get you hooked up.
Yes. Love that. Emoji J, guys, please make sure you fave Emoji J for pretty much anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much anything. Okay?
Name Emoji J so you can drain his energy.
Yeah.
Right. That part.
Go to the list. Get added to the list of drainers. I'm one of them. But I'm a transmuter. Oh, we appreciate you, Emoji J.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, who wants to go next? He laughed.
I'll go. Hi, everybody. I am Mia Star. I have been streaming on here since March. I'm on a little bit of a break because, mental health or whatever. But I'm here tonight because I love this show and I love being a panelist guest on this show. And also, I have an auction tomorrow night, 9:40 p.m. Eastern, Nene's Summer Nights Auctions.
Oh, everybody is getting sold. Okay,
We're
here.
getting sold. Day name change, and I don't know. Maybe I'll read your charts for you too.
Oh,
your
okay.
astrology, human design.
Can you guys post your flyers in the group chat? Post your flyers in the group chat because you never know. You never know who is feeling.
But who am I? That's one secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO, Mia Star.
Ooh, that was cute.
We love it.
And smooth. Last but certainly not least.
Thank you. I'm amazingly smooth. I only stream officially on Fridays at 10 p.m. for my show, The Dating Experiment. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, we appreciate you so much for being here, Smooth. You guys, please make sure you fave Mia. Make sure you fave Smooth. Fave anyone in the comments. Who am I? Who am I?
Follow us on Instagram.
Yes, follow us on Instagram. Follow me. Let me know if you want to get added to the group chat. You can help us pick topics. You can drop crazy stuff in there that you want us to think about. And yeah, it's a lot of fun, actually.
Go down rabbit holes sometimes.
That's the real rabbit room. Okay, that's the real rabbit room. Thank you for the thing. Next week though, we will be talking about modern day slavery.
Ooh.
What it looks like today, where it's happening, and how it affects people more than we realize. It's one of those conversations that'll definitely open your eyes, more than just social media. Okay, but shout out to my admin. Once again, shout out to my guest, and shout out to the gifters. Shout out to all the viewers. I appreciate you guys so much. That was a lovely show. It flowed well despite technical
Right on
difficulties.
time.
Right.
Now we done. So go ahead. Wait. Here, cheers. Because I
Oh,
saw.
we drinking?
I saw.
Hold on. This is lemonade right now. Hold on. I didn't mean to do you like that. I really
Mitchie!
didn't. I completely forgot.
Mitchie! Oh my goodness. Why have you been on my mind?
You manifested her.
I did. And she isn't even active on this app. She's untagged. But like I've been thinking about you. How are you? Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully we can get you on. Oh, thank you. It's the wheels for me. Thank you, yeah. That's beautiful. Let's sip and just
Cheers.
chill.
Thanks for having me.
Good night, y'all.
Thank you for being here, you guys. Good night. Smooth playing. Smooth stay playing.
Rose, what you talking about? Because I don't even know Adam.
I know. I was just. He said, "I love this game. I love it too."
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
I appreciate you for being here, definitely. And you guys, make sure you check out Smooth Show tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's tomorrow at 10 p.m. I have to double check, but it's actually going to be something I've never done before. So I had someone in real life who loves me so much. He said he would come on the show and talk about his experience.